Called meeting March 18th, 2020. At this time, I will ask our city attorney, Mr. Steve Lynn, to please call the roll.
Commissioner Jeff Sanford.
Here.
Commissioner Larry Condor.
Here.
Mayor Tom Watson.
Yo!
Mayor Pro Tem Larry Magninger.
Here.
Commissioner Pam Smith Wright.
Here.
All present.
Thank you, sir. Item 3A, council.
Ordinance 5-2020, an ordinance amending the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2019 and ending June 30th, 2020, and amending Ordinance 9-2019 to appropriate funds provided by the State Drug Fund for the FBI National Academy, to provide for additional funding to the Senior Community Center of Owensboro, Davis County Incorporated, and to move funds from Replacement Plan Fund and Facilities Maintenance Fund to Capital Projects Fund to establish project for Sports Center parking lot expansion. Publicly read for approval on second reading this 18th day of March, 2020.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I would call on City Manager Nate Pagan to break this down for us, please.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. It's first reading of a budget amendment ordinance. The ordinance contains 3 different amendments. Excuse me?
Second reading.
Oh, did I say first?
Yeah.
Sorry, second reading.
Just yesterday, you know.
That's right. That's right. Second reading has 3 distinct and separate amendments. The first and primary amendment is additional $120,000 for the Senior Community Center, or also known as the Monday Center by some in the community. There was a recent article in the paper about their financial difficulties, and so I know the commission is well aware of that, and we believe this funding will be sufficient to get them through the current fiscal year. That is the primary objective of this amendment. The other 2 are really just cleanup items excuse me, that the finance staff had on their list, just to include the next time we did an amendment of this type. So the second item is $3,700 from the State Drug Fund for Major Winkler to attend the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia. The state drug funds are restricted funds, and so by using these funds for his training, it saves the general fund the cost of $3,700. So it's good from that perspective, but again, no impact on the general fund. And then the third amendment is transferring from funds from the replacement fund and the facilities fund to the capital projects fund for the sports center parking lot. Both of these are already approved appropriations in the commission by the past, by the commission. However, right now the project is funded in 2 different accounts, and so finance just wanted to move them into one account for record keeping. So it's not new money. Again, no net change on the general fund. It's just a matter of reallocating from 2 different funds to one specific fund to make the tracking easier and purchase orders to be issued easier from one account instead of 2, just for ease of administration.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We get questions all the time. What is all the stuff in some of these things, and I appreciate you.
And I do believe the primary impact of that project will be to pave the old ice arena. That's a grassed area to provide additional parking, but I also think we're going to restructure and restripe all the parking lot. It's kind of hard to maneuver at times about which areas go in which direction, and so it'll kind of have a redesign to be more efficient, hopefully more effective as far as vehicular traffic.
I've been caught going the wrong way past them areas myself. Anybody else up here have anything they'd like to add? Okay, hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote, so.
To approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I already did that and asked for the city manager. All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote.
Commissioner Sanford.
Yes.
Commissioner Condor.
Yes.
Mayor Watson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Maglinger.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith Wright.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. This time we'll go to item 4, adjourn. I'll make a motion to approve. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Any further discussion to be heard today? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, we are adjourned.